Let's start the session. Okay. Now we'll see the different commands. Okay. First one is a netstat. Netstat, we want to check the port is open in the system. Okay. This port is something like some application uses ports to be visible to other systems. Okay. Something like let's run this netstat netstat-ant. Okay, these are the ports that is that we can other other systems in the network or internet can be accessed through these ports. Okay, I want to check whether this system is access to other system. Then I need to check that IP config of, let's say here, IP config. This is some example I am checking. This IPv4. Every system has different IP address in the network. That that system name will might be same, but IP address is different. How can we know? How can we identify this? This is the particular system. Like our name, as a human being, we have name or some UID or PAN number. PAN number UIDs are different, but names will be similar. Same like this for each system in the network. This IP address is unique. Through this IP address only we can identify which one is the particular system. How can we check? This system is accessible to this system. Just to ping 192 dot this, that system IP 168 dot 43 dot. I'm just pinging this IP only 113. It is showing the pinging statistics. You need to press Ctrl C. Okay, to come out. Okay. I want to ping different IP, different system. That is might be 114. I'm just checking whether that system is accessible or not. See, destination host unreachable. Again, press Ctrl C to come out. Okay, Control C, Control C. You need to press together to come out. You see, this host is not accessible. Maybe the system is not in the network, or system might be shut down or something. That is the reason. Okay, this system is accessible. This system is accessible to this Ubuntu. This is Ubuntu system. Only ping can confirms where the other system, remote system is target system is accessible or not. Okay, next one is uname-a. Okay, uname nothing but okay. My computer. If I open properties in Windows, this is the system information. Same. How can we see this kind of system information in Unix? Just uname-a. It will list the entire system information, not entire system information. It will list what is the type of the system is Linux. This is a system name, not system IP. This is the operating system version, and then this is the OS, Ubuntu OS. This is current time or July 7th. Yeah, at that time this system got installed, I think. Okay. Okay. This is the entire system information. This is sorry, this is not Unix OS. This is kernel, kernel OS, kernel version. At the beginning, we saw Unix has some kernel. Okay, this is the kernel version. Okay, this is the Ubuntu system. This is the type GNU Linux. Okay, this is the kernel version. Okay, and then RAM and then hard disk you can check DF-H. This is the hard disk space. Free-G. Sorry. This is the RAM. How much free space? Free-K. Let's see KBs it is showing. MB. MB it is showing. Okay. I have allocated only 1 MB, 1 GB RAM to this. Okay. It can see free-M. You can see the options. -B means bytes. -K means KBs, kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes, something like this. Okay. It will show. These are the options. You can check the any command. Oh, what are the options? Man, it will show the list of options. Okay, what are the options are present, and -B, what is the detailed explanation of each option. For all the manual page, you need to only single command for all the to know each command or what are the options are there. Manual page will help for every command. For coming out this window, just press Q. Okay. Okay. System information, kernel name, host name, kernel release number, processor type, everything. Processor type also you can see. Somewhere x8664 should come. Here it is not there. Okay. Processor number also come. See I686 means this is 32-bit. This one. Okay. For other system, I64 will maybe different thing will come. Ramakrishna system will get a different version here. Okay, maybe different kernel version also will come. Okay, okay. Then which user? Huawei means it will display the username. Okay, uptime. Uptime. How long this system is running? How long this system is running? That means when at the time of shutdown and then at the time of switch on this computer, at the time of switch on this computer, it will calculate from that time. This system is started 1 hour 43 minutes. Now 1 hour 44 minutes before this system is started. In Google or some other systems, those systems uh, stop, start or restart may done 1 year once or 3 year once, something kind of thing like that. How this uptime will get helpful? Ideally, that Google system, suppose that Google system should run every year once restart. But suddenly some issue got happened, uh, some network was down due to that system was shut down. Some malware attacked to that system due to that was down. Some system was down means we can check for something like what happens the system got down. Is there any issues? We can check like that. Okay, uptime, how long the system is running. This is the only command. ifconfig, how to check that IP of the system. This IP, we check IP config. Windows commands and Linux commands are different. Windows IP config, Windows IF config. Yeah, this is INET address. INET address is nothing but system IP. This is this system IP, and here is IP config. Here is IPv4 address. Nothing but here this is the system address. Here this is the system address. Okay, ping. I want to check that ping, whether the remote IP is accessible to this IP means you can just ping 192.168.43.113. I am just pinging this number, this IP. I am just checking whether this PC is accessible to this PC or not. Yeah, this is information is coming out. Ping statistics came. Okay. If this output is not come, then we can mention that, can confirm that this system is not accessible to this system. Okay, I can check whether any website, remote web page is pingable or not. Ping google.com. See, this Google is also access Google. I can access Google sites from this system, or you can search any other domain also, yahoo.com. If you have your school has some domain, you can check your school domain also here, whether those domain servers are active or it was stopped or something like this. Okay, I want to know where is the ls command located. Where is similar to similar kind of find. Okay, but it checks commands. Where is ls? It will show that what are the places ls is available. /bin/ls. In this directory, this ls is available. In this place, this ls is available. Not only ls, you can put anything, any command or username. User is not there. A cut command is there in this location. Like that, it will show where. Okay, next command is base name. This is the full path. Suppose suppose this is the full path. In this full path, the base name is nothing but, for this file, the base path is this path. I want to get the base path of this file. If you know, just base name. If we give full path, oh sorry, base name is only name. This is a dir name. Sorry. This is a dir name. This is base name. The name of the file. You can put a dir name also. It will come directory path. Okay. This is the dir name. And this is the base name. Base name dir name. Okay. Now suppose I can see the full path using pwd. Home test user, under test user it is abc is there. I want to see the full path of this abc.txt. Read link hyphen f. You see you will get full path with the pwd plus abc. Okay, next one is date. Okay, date will give by default current date. This is the September 12th today. This date will show here. Date and time September 12 7:49 now. September 12 1949. This is something like 24 hours time it will show. Okay, here it is show am pm. Here it is showing only 24 hours time. Okay, this is the default format. If I want to display with year hyphen month hyphen day, you can do date plus y means year. Percentile y need to do percentile y hyphen percentile m. Okay, percentile m means month hyphen d percentile d day year month day. I want to put in this format. You see it will come 2020 09 12. Where can I get these options? You can get these options from man. You can come like this. You see percentile a it will show as Sunday. Percentile b it will show as Jan, like this. Now I tried it percentile d. If you put percentile d it will come month day year. You see month day year. Percentile b like this. You can get all these options. Whichever options you do, let me try percentile d. For come out this, press q. It is coming like this. Okay, you can get all options from manual page. Okay, now means okay. I want to store the current year, month, day in the some variable. That is also fine. You can now our ABC equal to date plus percentile d. You can store backquotes. Backquotes is nothing but you need to execute whatever the output of this command. Just backquotes are useful to run the command only. Okay, whatever the output will store into ABC, this variable. Now you see ABC. No. For ABC, how to print echo $ABC. Then only you can see this. See this date percentile is stored into this ABC. I want to print this ABC in different format also. That also can be possible. You see, this is the user defined it. If I want to convert this format to this format, you just change this. These are user defined it. You can put anything. I want to change this date format to different thing, something percentile d. You can put anything, any format. It will come like slash. Okay. You can put this year, month, date also as you wish. Now we'll see date increment. Now I am, what is the next 10 days? What is the date of the next 10 days? I want to see date increment. Date hyphen d plus 10 days. After 10 days, what is the date? September 22. Now September 12, na, next 10 days will be September 22. If I want to change the format, it will come. You can put any format at the end. You want to change the format of the display. You can put a year, month, date also. Percentile y, percentile m. You can put between hyphen or without hyphen as you wish. Percentile d. As you wish, you can change the date format also. Okay, after 100 days, what is the next day? 100 days. 100 days, this is the date. Okay, previous, you can put before older days. You can put minus. Okay. You can remove this. You will see the whether it is Monday or Wednesday it is coming. You see, before 10 days, the date is September 2, and that day is Wednesday, September 2, before 10 days. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So September 2 is Wednesday. It is came. Okay. Suppose any one of your birthday is something like yeah. I want to know any one of your birthday is on which day, either Saturday or Sunday. You can get like this. You can check if you know your birthday. You will get the whether it is Saturday or Sunday or it will be the October or November. You can find like this. You will check now. You will check in the while you are practicing. Okay. Check your birthday. It is showing the correct day. It should show. Its date increment is done. Okay, I want to know the Sunday of the current day. You can mention like this. Date hyphen d, Sunday or Monday plus d. I want to get this format percentile d. Sorry. Okay, Monday. I want to get this Monday. Monday is September 14th. Next Monday it is showing. I think next Monday. You can get the Sunday also. Next Sunday, what is the date? Okay, September 13th, next day. I think this date section is over. You'll go to installation. In Linux, in a Fedora or mm, CentOS or RPA, that Red Hat, you need to, this command will works. YUM is, YUM command works to install Java or to install some other um, anything, zip, to install wget, any command. If anything you want to download and then install any application, you need to use wget. Okay, this one we'll see in tomorrow class. Okay, let's stop this today class.